Hey guys, welcome back to Trade with Jen. Today there's a very hot topic that I always get asked about, which is it better to trade with indicators or is it better to just trade price action? Now, one thing I will say is everybody's different, right? There's people that would rather trade with, indicators kind of leading the way a little bit versus price action. And price action is something that, it takes time to understand. It's not something that will just, click overnight. So, because of that, I do want to dive in a little bit more and kind of segregate what kind of works best for each and every one of you guys. Eventually, this is something that you guys would have to put together or perhaps might just stick to one thing. And if, ideally, um, what majority of the people sticks with is price action. They kind of pivot between one thing over the other, but all in all, the end goal is to really get in touch with, getting to know how to really trade price action. But let's go ahead and dive into it. Okay. So let's go ahead and start off with indicators. Okay. So right over here, we're looking at TradeLogger as one of the main platforms that people are actually trading on. Okay. So the difference between price action and indicators. Indicators are pretty much you have different tools that actually helps you, right? Such as the stochastic RSI. Oh, we got the stochastic RSI right here, right? Which literally tells you when things are overbought and oversold, right? We also have indicators such as the regular RSI, which is the relative strength index. Okay, relative strength index shows you exactly who's in control on that particular time frame and so forth. So you can kind of just follow along on, when's the exhaustions for sellers, when the exhaustion for buyers are, seeing who's in control overall on a particular time frame, because obviously you have to do some type of time frame analysis, right? When you're executing, you're not just looking at one time frame. You do have to always look at a higher time frame to have a core conscious of where the market is typically going. Right now we're looking at those, but I'm gonna go ahead and switch it out to gold. Oh, I don't have gold. No, X, put that wrong. XAU USD. Okay. So now right over here, we're looking at gold. As you guys can see here, we do have sellers that are in control. It's completely not even oversold just yet. So typically, yeah, you can put a sell for the moment, right? So indicator based trading is not bad. In fact, is actually more of a it's more of like a safety net for a lot of people, right? So coming into trading, I do highly recommend getting into one of these, indicator based technical analysis just to kind of look through it and kind of have some type of safety in terms of where the market is going towards, right? If you're not familiar with price action or still in the learning curve of learning how to identify price action more so, then one of these would actually work. And granted, there's plenty of indicators to get familiarized with. So that's price action. As you guys can see here, the market's still coming down based on what I just said, maybe 1 or 2 minutes ago. Right. So now let's go ahead and dive into price action. And oh my God, I actually did not take this trade. Currently, right now on Trade Locker, I'm showing you a demo account just because I'm trying to show you guys how to get around this particular platform. But look at that drop based on the indicators that we currently have right now. Now, let's go ahead and take these indicators out. Oh, it's not. Oh, here it is. Okay. I'm gonna go ahead and take them out and let's go ahead and talk about price action. Okay. So price action, it's you don't have any type of indicators, you don't have any type of safety nets. It's more so of training your eyes on how to identify market structure, which was on my previous video. My last two YouTube videos actually focused on price action, which is quote unquote also considered to be market structure, right? So I'm going to go ahead and change different time frames here. Let's go ahead and look at the daily. Oh my goodness. Sorry, we're looking at the 1 minute. Um, hmm, let's go ahead and look at the 4 hours. I'm just gonna go ahead and change the 4 hours here. Going back to, sorry, XAU USD. Okay. My mistake. I did not have gold on the last one, but let's go ahead and let me try to find something that's a little bit more clear for you guys to see. Okay, so price action is more identifying trends, right? Right over here, we can see that the trend is definitely going up, right? Or perhaps right over here, we see that the trend on that particular moment was definitely going down. Okay, price action again. It's just being able to identify market structure. Let me just reiterate my last two videos that I actually put out there. So, aside from identifying trend, again, you should be able to identify, the highest points, the lowest points, such as this, right? Right here, we have a low point. We get a high point, a low point, high point, a lower point, high point, and so forth. That right there is being able to identify trend, which is seeing the lower low, lower highs, lower low, lower highs. Again, just to kind of reiterate on the last video, guys, remember when the market is going down, you want to always be able to use the word lower to begin with, either lower low or lower high. When the market is going up, you want to be able to start your first word as higher, higher high, higher low. Okay? So, such as this. Higher high, a low, a high, a low, and so forth. Okay, that right there, we can definitely see that the trend was definitely going up versus right over here where the trend was definitely coming down. Price action also includes candles, guys. It's not just all market structure. Market structure is a fraction of what you can actually do and how to identify. Okay, I'm definitely gonna do a whole different video in terms of candles, but you should be able to, identify fair value gaps, inverse fair value gaps, imbalances. You want to be able to see where's the breakouts. You want to see where breakout structures are, where change of characters are. There's definitely a whole bunch of little things. I'm not gonna keep you too long on this video just because I want to focus on what was the difference on indicators versus price action, guys. But, okay, if you guys do want to get a little bit more into details into this and just learn a little bit more, obviously just don't forget to like and follow for more, guys.